What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Arkansas Eagle right here, man, tapping in. Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, man. We on our way, and that's all I got to say. Man, listen, man, today was the day that the Philadelphia Eagles took on the Cleveland Browns. They took an L today, 22-13. But we got some good takeaways that we saw. The defense was on point, but the offense, he was not looking good, man. We only put up 88 yards compared to the Browns had with 300 some yards. That's not good. I mean, granted, the whole second team played, but we got to do better than that, man. Come on. But we got some good things to talk about. Let's get into it. Yeah. All right, man. In that first video, you saw Jalen Hurts by himself, just locked in, bro. This was 10:30 a.m. before the game even started. Nobody else on the field but him. So a lot of people would say that, the outsiders, man, he's selfish. He want to be by himself. What's going on? Why he doing this? But you notice he been doing this a lot lately. Just spending time by himself, just reflecting on the moment, just really grasping the time that's like, hey, I'm Super Bowl MVP. I had a lot of things coming my way this year, a lot of interviews, a lot of here and there. Let me get grounded, let me get centered back into where I'm supposed to be. Starting with training camp, the first day he was out there by himself, last person to leave. Then recently, earlier this week, him and Shador, the last people on the field. Then this morning, he's the first one on the field. Nobody out there. He just throwing, touchdown pass to whoever that was. My guy on a different mindset right now. He on a different level. And sometimes it take isolation for you to elevate. Now he ain't no person that just don't want to, be around nobody, because clearly he's a QB. Everybody, he got to grasp for everybody. But sometimes you just need to sit back and just get my mind right. Wait a minute. Let me chill for a little minute, man, before I get all the chaos. Everybody wants signatures and crazy interviews and all this and that. That man go through so much, bro. Let that man have his moment. For real. Some good things that we got into today, bro. I'm just gonna go stack them up. Jacorian Bennett, man, he stepped up today. Like I said earlier in my live video and recent videos, I said I'm looking forward to see who's gonna be stepping up in the cornerback 2 position. I need to see who's making a play, and according to Jacorian Bennett, he's the only one that stood out. Check this play out he did. He was locked down, bro. Just check this out.
And now he feels better than 100%. Gabriel throw. That's a nice play, traveling by the guy we're just talking about. Jacorian Bennett closed quickly on that ball and breaks it up.
Sticky coverage, bro. Just everywhere. He was right there. Perfect timing to swat the ball down. And I seen the play and I was like, dang, I wish I could have recorded that live. But shout out to the NFL on Instagram, man. They noticed it too and said, hey, we got to put this clip up. This is technique. And that play alone just earned his spot to be cornerback 2. I'm sorry. I know it was a pass breakup, but that play alone, he has done more than what Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson have done so far in camp. Just that one play. I'm sorry, man. I don't care what Keely Ringo or Adoree Jackson done did in practice. That right there just showed that he belonged at cornerback 2. Now he did get injured on one play, and they say he got a little injury history. Sometimes he got to take it easy. He want to go too hard and just go too fast. Just simmer down just a little bit. Use your technique. Make a form tackle so you won't be able to mess your shoulder up. I thought he was going to be out. May have been a stinger, but when you got a big guy coming at you, pause. When you got a big guy running full speed at you, you need to drop down low and hit him in his legs, bro. Don't try to hit him up high. You're going to get trucked. You're going to get ran over. You got to preserve your body, man. Defensive players, you got to preserve your body. You got to be able to tackle right, different angles, and just be smart when you're doing things. That's it. But that was a clutch play by him, and that was really technique. Um, Jahad Campbell, man, Jahad Campbell did had a nice little game too. He had a nice game, man, and he had a good little interview after the game. But he had a nice sack early in the game. I'm gonna show you this clip right here. It was amazing, perfect timing. You can tell he's getting right for the game, and it's slowing down for him. So let's check this.
Second down and 6. Gabriel chased out of the pocket, and down he goes. Good quick rush off the edge. And it was Jahad Campbell came in and made the play for a loss of 4.
Watch Jahad come in on the blitz. This is one of the things he did very well at Alabama. He hits it. The right guard's not ready for it, but that's because there's...
Preseason felt in general coming off injury.
It feels pretty good, man. You know, I'm just treating it like a game anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's my first couple of games in the, as me being a professional football player. It's very great. You know, just learning and growing. That's the biggest thing, man. Just learning and growing.
When you get a chance to show a blitz like that, what's the key to timing it correctly?
Really just film, understanding, you know, the quarterback's cadence and, you know, when he's about to snap the ball and, you know, what type of quarterback you're going against. Is he a mobile guy? Is he a guy that's going to sit in the pocket? And then, of course, just identifying the offensive line. And, I mean, most importantly, just executing it, you know, all around the board, the defensive line executing their job so I can make a play.
How's that one feel?
Felt pretty good.
What's the biggest difference between how you felt between game 1 and game 2 in terms of how comfortable, you know, starting to slow down a little bit? What's the biggest difference?
I think I just keep the main thing, right? You know, when you think about habits, you think about discipline, you think about, you know, having a routine, going into the game, the day before the game, the week of the game, right? And, you know, just understanding, you know, what's that task and what we need to do as a whole unit in the team, you know, just to execute and find a way to win.
Man, you love to see your first round pick making plays like that. You love to see your first round pick turning out to be a stud, man. It just do something good to, like, excuse me, that you drafted well, you studied his performance, and you studied his ability to be how you want him to be. The perfect timing of that, like you said, studying the quarterback cadence, know when it's a pass or a run, when to jump that snap. Man, that's technique. That's real deal film work. And him being on a Vic Fangio and Zach Bond, bro, that is a good combination. He's set up to be a star, bro. And I can honestly see him and Zach Bond starting. I mean, I know Trot been doing this thing, but Trot missed some tackles, bro. He's steady doing it. He was doing that last year. It's like he's getting there, but he's not finishing. And in this league, one missed tackle, somebody can hit to the crib, bro. I'm telling you, one missed tackle and you can go to the crib. Saquon Barkley, he did that to a lot of guys this year. Now, I understand everybody not Saquon. I get that. But you do got some guys in the league that can once cut and they gone. Deebo Samuel, he one of them. Trust me, it can happen. But shout out to Jahad Campbell, man. He just doing this part. But, man, I know what y'all been waiting for. The most exciting guy of the game, Andrew Makuba, second-round pick from Texas, safety. Man, look, if he ain't looking like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I'm just saying. They say he was already the replacement, which is some big shoes to fill. Hold up. Let him play a game. In his debut, though, the man got a 6 pick and a fumble recovery. He was all over the field. And he did give up one pass. He gave up a pass. And I was like, man, the coverage not looking sticky. But look what happened on that very next play. When that very couple plays later, the first play of the second quarter. Take a look at it.
Very good so far. And this one is picked off and going back the other way. Now it's a foot race. And that is that. Welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles, Andrew Makuba. A pick 6 the other way on the first play of the second quarter.
How about take a look at the all-22 of that pick 6 by the rookie for the Eagles, Drew Makuba. Okay, he sees the route combination. He doesn't need to worry about the deep post. He sees the crossing route by Johnson. Gabriel kind of throws it in between those two guys. Neither Brown knows which way he's throwing it. He threw it too short for Johnson. Makuba undercuts it, pushes him. He gets in between the two guys, and it looks like the ball is thrown right to him, and he knows exactly what to do when the ball is in his hands. I've seen it for as long as I've been watching football. There are certain guys that somehow, somewhere,
1 yard line. Gabriel remains in the game, and that ball hit the deck. Ball's on the ground. Eagles got it. I believe the Eagles recovered.
Oh my gosh, look who it is.
Look who it is.
Felt good first game back. We didn't get the result we wanted, but just coming back from a personal perspective, felt amazing. But I'm gonna keep building, keep getting better. I feel like some things I could have worked on as well too, but overall, I felt good to be out there.
Take us through what happened on the interception and the pick six, and how did it feel to take it to the house?
That was my first ever pick six, so that was a great feeling. But I was just in the right position, read my assignment, read my keys, got a run pass key, and then I was right there where the quarterback was looking at, and I was surprised, he was throwing it because I was literally right there. So he ended up throwing it, and as soon as I caught it, I already had in my mind that I got to get in the end zone. So I was able to do that, but it felt good though. First pick six ever. So
What's the closest you ever got?
Ever
Pop
play.
Warner level.
Well, I'm talking about like at the collision level, like college.
Collegiate or high?
Yeah,
So
college.
Did you have him in high school or pop?
No, I never had one in high school, so this is my first one.
Yeah.
What's the closest you ever got to having one?
Last year at Texas against Florida, but I got tackled. That was the closest, but that's about it though. Yeah.
At one point, you got a little sick on that next drive.
I'm feeling good. I just drank the wrong thing. I thought I was drinking water, but I drank some rice stuff. But I'm feeling good. I was alright. I got back to rice stuff. It's like a hydration thing. I thought I was getting some water, but it was a different bottle. Yeah, but I was able to get back out there. I was alright. Yes, sir.
Man, listen. That looked like technique skills. He looked just like he was in college, bro. If he can make that jump, if he can just study the playbook like he's supposed to, I wouldn't be surprised if he's starting, bro. That play alone right there was better than Sidney Brown's done did. Listen, Sidney Brown got a 6 pick himself, but it was pretty much like handed to him. He was like wide open. He just threw it right to him. So you ain't have no choice but to catch it and return it back. I'm not knocking your play. You done did some things. But that play right there was sticky coverage, man. We looking for guys that can be sticky. We want guys that can be right there in their assignment, knowing what they're doing, and forcing turnovers. That right there, if that would have happened in the regular season, you know how much spark that would have gave the offense? That would have put the offense in great position because we don't have to go out on this possession. Defense don't score. Granted, the defense got to go back out there, but still, we good. We good. We rest and we kick back. We can game plan for the next go round because I'm pretty sure now that they're the team that threw the pick six, they're losing now, so they gotta get back in motion. They panicking in a way, man. Hey, that was a good play by McCougar, bro, and he needed that because he was missing time in training camp, and for you to make your debut, your first game, and you have a pick six. Not only that was your first ever pick six in your whole career. College seemed like high school, now NFL. Your first game, you get a pick six, bro. Hey, I'm just saying, man, we may have found our safety. We may have found our safety just off that one play. And it's still a lot of things. He's still a whole couple more. Well, I think it's one more game. Couple more practices and one more game. And I feel like this final game is going to decide. Vic is going to decide who's going to be a starter. He's going to decide who's going to be a starter out of the QB2, who's going to be starting over there, and that safety. Because we can't go into week one not knowing who's going to be the guy. I don't want them rotating trying to figure it out. I trust Vic to figure out who's going to be the starting guys in the secondary. Just like last year when we our head was scratching, we was like, why isn't Nakobe Dean starting over Devin White? Like, what's going on with that? We never understood it because Devin White took all the first team reps. And then when the season started, Nakobe Dean not there. We like, hold on. Okay, we get the hand injury. Cool. But then you prolong a little bit. You missed the home opener against the Falcons. We're like, dang, he really hurt. Okay, whatever. Go to the Saints game. You didn't go with us. So I'm like, it's getting fishy now. But then when it came to that Bucks game where you actually retweeted a tweet of Jalen Hurts getting sacked by your buddy that played for the Bucks, that was a petty move. Next thing you know, you was cut right after that. went to the Houston Texans, didn't make it there. Now I believe you with the Raiders. But that's enough for him. But it just goes to show that just because you get first team reps don't necessarily mean that you're going to be the starter. It's because Adoree Jackson been getting all the first team reps, but we're going to see who's going to be that starter, bro. We're going to see who's going to be that starter. I feel like he might not make the squad because you got Mac McWilliams out there. Eli Ricks was out there. I don't think he did all right. I watched a little bit of him, but defense, they did their part, but the offense was mostly disappointing, man. I was looking forward to seeing Tanner McKee play, but they said, you know what, he got some pretty good reps in joint practice, and he did what he did last week. We don't need to see no more because it's important to have you a backup QB. We all know that. Shout out to Nick Foles for delivering that Super Bowl. We really we prioritize the backup QB. And you know what was funny? Because when we started doing that, a lot of teams laughed at us. They like, why people so invested into their second QB? Why you got to be so invested? You see what happened? Why? You really need a backup QB just in case the first guy go down. You got to complete the mission. You have to complete the mission, man. Just for example, look the 49ers. They was not prepared for that. They was not prepared for Brock Purdy to go out against us in the NFC Championship game. And look what happened. People say the game would have been different if he would have stayed. We don't know that. May have been, but since it happened the way it happened, you had to go down the line and play guys that ain't played in a long time. Then you have to let your running back play run a quarterback, and you see how that happened. Couldn't do nothing. But the point is, prioritizing quarterback 2 just as much as you should with a wide receiver 2. Everybody should have them a number 1 on both sides. In this game, you better have a number 1 on both sides because, hey, you got to have it. You got to have it in order to be able to score these points and get a good lead. Also have a good run game, O-line, everything that come with it. But anyways, man, there was a good little turnout. It was good for our backups to get some time because they ain't going to get none of that during the regular season. But other than that, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for liking, follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. We locked in. And, it's your boy ArkansasEagle right here, man. We tapping in, tapping out. Yeah.
How'd it feel getting that sack?
Feel pretty great, man.
Yeah, man. Good man.